Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Exams. And in this session, we will see how a moon formed and how it is orbiting around the sun. And it's a very interesting topic. There were two theories proposed. One is fission hypothesis, another one is Big Flat theory. So I'll be dealing with each one of them. Okay. To start with, what is fission hypothesis theory? Who proposed it? It was proposed by Sir George Darwin. All right. What does this theory say? This theory is very simple. So it was assumed that Earth and Moon they were existing together. It's like a big and small ball, like a small tiny ball, which were attached to each other, and that's how it looked like. Yeah. So you just have to imagine a big football and one small tennis ball, which are together, all right, which are fused together. That's how you have to imagine right now, and this is how it looked like in the beginning. And this body was not just there still, it was rotating and spinning. And it was rotating and spinning at a very rapidly high speed. Okay, as it rotated and spinning, if you know, there is is something called as centrifugal force. When you rotate something, there is tendency of like moving away from the center. Moving away from the center. If so, this object, as it started spinning and rotating, there was moon as an object, smaller object, which was part of Earth. It started expanding. It started expanding, and it looked like something like a dumbbell shaped. A dumbbell which is not of equal weights. It's of a different weight. So it continued to spin and rotate. As it continued to spin and rotate, and there was further action of centrifugal force. With the further action of centrifugal force, this smaller body separated from Earth. When this smaller body separated from the Earth, it left a depression on the Earth. All right, it left a depression on the Earth, and today they say that this theory, what it says is, when this smaller body separated from Earth, causing a depression on the Earth, that depression is now filled with water, and which is called as a specific ocean of today's Earth. Alright, that's what this theory says. So when this object got separated from the Earth, it broke away and separated from the Earth, it continued to spin around the Earth. It continued to spin around the Earth in the orbit formation. So this is what the fission hypothesis theory says. You have to remember by the word fission. Fission is always separation. So fission hypothesis, to your mind, you have to think that Earth and Moon were together and they separated. As they were separating, they were in a dumbbell shape, and it started spinning and rotating. As it spun and rotated at a very high speed, there was a influence of centrifugal force, which made the smaller object to get separated from the Earth. As it got separated from the Earth, there was a huge depression formed on the Earth, and this depression was filled with water, and today we know it as a Pacific Ocean, is what this fission hypothesis theory says. All right. So with this, we will move to another theory, another interesting proposal as to how Moon was formed, how Moon is orbiting the Earth. This is called as Biggs flat theory. So what this theory says? This theory is very simple. So there was Earth in the solar system. When the solar system formed, Earth as a planet, it existed, and it is believed that there was another body called Theia, other celestial body, along with planet Earth. And this Theia, it is believed that it is much bigger than Earth. Like it is believed to have a mass much higher than a Mars planet. All right, this kind of object, it came and collided the Earth. And remember, when solar system was formed, Earth did not have a protective atmosphere what we have today. So the atmosphere was very nascent with so it was easy enough for any object to collide, which was present in the solar system. So this Theia called as object collided the Earth. As it collided the Earth, whenever an accident happens between two vehicles, there is a huge explosion of tiny rubbish matter around. that could be glass pieces or the materials of those two objects that is spread around, and that we call as debris. So when this object collided the earth, there was a huge explosion of debris around, and this debris along with the earth and this sphere object started rotating, orbiting the earth. Okay, as it orbited the earth, one of the debris of the earth, it stayed on the orbit of the earth, and it continued to rotate the earth. So this is another theory of how moon was formed. And to tell you, it, it is believed that earth was formed 4.5 billion years ago, right? And moon was formed just another 100 years later of Earth formation, which is 4.5 billion years ago. Moon was formed. Okay, this is when. So to summarize, an object of theory of size 1 to 3 times of that mass collided into the Earth, and it blasted and chipped out a large part of the Earth into the space, and that part continued to orbit the Earth, and that is what is called as moon today. So this is about big flat theory. All right, friends. So that's it for today. Thank you so much.